Left-wing media commentator says that if the Republicans win in November, democracy dies and elections will be canceled. Hypocrisy much? I'm Jazz Borganzo, and this is what's next.
Even having an urgency, what should Democrats be doing?
It's battle stations.
Okay.
The Democrats, Joe Biden, all the rest of them need to understand they are, what are we, July, August, September, October, November? You are 4 months from the end of American democracy. 4 months. And we said that in 2020, and that was true then too, right? But now you're talking about putting a party in power in which there will never be another election.
Good Tuesday, everyone. Jazz Borganzo here, another episode of What's Next. Hope you guys are doing well today. Well, we are just months away from the 2022 midterms. And of course, you have scenarios that are going on right now, and of course, coming from both the left and the right. Those on the right, like myself, believe that this could be a blowout. It could be as little as 30 seats, or it could be as high as 72 seats that could roll over in Republicans' favor. But then again, it really doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot if you have those elected who are in the mold of Kevin McCarthy and, of course, ditch McConnell. And then, of course, you have those on the left who are losing their damn minds, believing that if the Republicans do take over, that democracy dies and elections will be canceled. Elections will be canceled. These are the same Democrats. 81 million votes after the 2020 debacle. But, yeah, let's begin the clown show. Let's take a look. This comes out of the Daily Wire. Battle stations. MSLSD. Thank you, Mark Levin. Analyst says if Republicans win, they'll cancel elections, impeach Biden weekly. And there's the clown. MSLSD Urnalyst Malcolm Nance predicted that a litany of horrors and injustices would certainly follow if Republicans were successful in their efforts to retake the House, Senate, both in November's midterm elections. Nance spoke with Sirius XM radio host Dean Obadiah, if I'm probably butchering his name, but I don't care, on Friday about the upcoming elections. And he made it clear that the seriousness of the predicament in which the Democrats find themselves could not be oversold. But let's read a little bit before we watch. What should the Democrats be doing? He said. Obadiah said, it's battle stations. The Democrats, Joe Biden, and all the rest of them need to understand they are. What are we? July, August, December, October, November. You are what? You are 4 months from the end of American democracy. 4 months. And we said that in 2020. And that's true then too, right? Nance began claiming that if Republicans gain power, they would never allow another election to be held. Another election would never be held if the Republicans win. Balls. They will vote through every piece of legislation and defund every component of the U.S. government, Nance continued. Go on to predict multiple impeachments and even suggested that Republicans would act to expand the Supreme Court. Wait a minute. You're saying that Republicans would pack the Supreme Court? Wow. Despite the fact that Democrats have openly called for President Joe Biden to pack the court, and Nance himself shared an article in 2020 claiming that the Democrats could save democracy by packing the court. They're not joking about impeaching Joe Biden every week. Okay. And Kamala Harris, yes, Miss Knee Pads herself, and getting rid of people and or, expanding the Supreme Court. Whatever they think they can do, even though some of it's crazy. And again, balls. Nance went on to claim that Republicans, on a suggestion of Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, yes, Miss Savage herself, love it, and Lauren Boebert, yes, another one, love her as well, would criminally prosecute anyone who played a role in the January 6th breaking and entering, because we all know it's not a real insurrection. Quote, this will be the end of Congress. We've already seen the end of Supreme Court. We've seen the Supreme Court is no longer an instrument of justice. Yes, because you got butthurt because of a decision didn't go your way. It is a political body that's looking out for its own personal political interests. Again, How many times can I say this? Balls. Well, Congress could end this November. He said, you had it. And you know, I don't say this lightly. You have to fight here. This is the time. You've got 4 months to mobilize 20% new voters and get every voter that voted in 2021 out there. He concluded. That would be in 2020, but who cares about facts? I'm certain that we will have things in hand by November, but you've got to mobilize people. Wow. Can you smell the desperation? Yikes. But okay, my thoughts. The fact of the matter is that this guy, Malcolm Nance, is a clown. He is. He's an utter fucking ass clown. The balls that he has and the hypocrisy that comes out of his mouth in regards to packing the Supreme Court, which is a total Democrat push, ending democracy, which is, of course, that is the Democrats, doing crazy stuff like that, prosecuting every person that was in relation to January 6th. What the fuck are you people doing now with these shitty ass hearings? You have 200 people in custody right now with no due process. You had a breaking and entering by Chewbacca. And yet he got what, 5 years, I think, for breaking and entering? So when you have this bullshit being spewed out of this guy's mouth, and I guarantee you that every thought that's in his head is going, wow, that's us. That's us. That's us. That's us. You know what, the hell with it. I'm going to say it's all the Republicans' fault. Well, let me say this to one Malcolm Nance. Fact of the matter is, buddy, Republicans are going to take over in November. Now, it's going to be as little as 30 seats, or it's going to be as high as 72. I think it's maybe about 45 to 55 seats that are going to roll over. The Senate, we need to take 4 out of 7. That's all we need. If we can win 4 out of the 7 seats that are open, we're going to be a +3. Now, then, of course, you look towards 24. Either you're going to have Donald Trump Part 2, 2.0, or you're going to have Macho Man Ron DeSantis. Either way, you're getting your asses kicked. Doesn't matter. So the desperation that is being spewed right now out of Malcolm Nance's mouth is, of course, across the board when it comes to the Democrats. That the Supreme Court needs to be packed. You guys have been talking that shit for like the last year? So in the end, when you have this bullshit being vomited out of this guy's mouth, that's how you have to take it. It's just bullshit. It's just talk. It's just wah, 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 you know, being butthurt feelings. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.